So I just finished with my movement for today. I did some stretching in our living room, and it's always a good reminder for me that I don't need to do things that are physically hard and challenging every day, like doing something that is gentle and slow and soft is all more than okay and plenty and enough, you know? So sometimes I have to remind myself that. Because I come from a world where, I've done CrossFit, I've done sports, gymnastics, dance, and this thigh is really big. But I'm gonna just get the, let's see here. Yeah, I've done lots of different sports, and both competitively and just, for fun. And yeah, like I have been kind of trained to think that you gotta just put in the work really hard, and there's like a time and a place for that, but I'm not an athlete, right? I'm not training for the Olympics, and I mean, I still consider myself an athlete, but not in a professional, need to push myself to like extremes, right now. So it's like a good reminder. And sometimes I want intensity and other times I don't, and it's totally okay. So like not to have days that are just slower paced, So, and I like days like that. There's a documentary out that came out, yesterday, Friday, about The Biggest Loser, and gosh, I almost didn't want to watch it because I just, I'm in this place in my life where I'm really trying to untangle from so much of that messaging and fat shaming and so much bull. So I did watch it, but it was really uncomfortable and brought up some unpleasant feelings, and made me sad as well. So I wouldn't say I recommend it, especially if you're in a fragile space with your body, physical being. I don't think it's a must see, because it is very traumatizing to watch, and to think that this was celebrated, and people were exploited, and it's just, it's really sad. But the one voice that I'm really glad was on there is Aubrey Gordon, who I first discovered on the podcast maintenance phase, and I think she is fabulous. Now, her documentary is one that I definitely recommend, and I forget the name of it because I watched it like as a pre-release. It wasn't on like regular streaming, and I also have her book, and I don't want to mess up the title, so I'll share it in the description. But definitely a book that I think everyone should read. Today I'm not gonna like try to overcorrect or fix a lot of I'm just gonna go with it. Some days you just need to do that. Need to just not try to fix the mistakes or the just let it be what it is. His nipples are really high. Oh well, I'm gonna just let it be. Let's color this in. It's like, okay, yeah, I have a lot of, practicing something like this, you're not gonna get proportions right, and this is gonna take time to really learn, but I'm gonna look back on these and have like a thing to look back on and be like, whoa, do you look at what I did back then? I don't know how to do closed eyes, apparently. Oh, sketching people's hard. That's what it's going to be today. Nope, not going to erase. My little ear eraser. All right, toodles.